Hi, I'm Stephen Johnson, doing my new student dialogue for Clemson University, Library 100 course, of course. I attended the dialogue called Breaking Down the Wall, a dialogue on race. First question: do you feel your group achieved true dialogue? Why or why not? I believe we did achieve true dialogue. Mainly because, well, first of all, we played a bunch of games together. We really got to know each other. Everyone in the group knew each other. Well, we didn't know each other when we went in, but we played a lot of icebreaker games, and we got to know each other really good. So we were really comfortable around each other. We were really comfortable talking about race, even though it was, several different people. It was a lot of different people that we didn't really know, and it was people from other races. But yeah. Um, Share your observations and dynamics of your group. Were there active voices in your dialogue? Yeah, there were some people that, they always talked and they pretty much knew what they were talking about. They were, you know, on point. They were respectful, you know, and it wasn't just people from one race. It was people, with white guys, black guys, some Indian guys. Everyone. They were talking. Like I was fairly active as well in my group. Um, were there more reserved voices in your dialogue? I mean, yeah, it was some people that just, they listened most of the time. They agreed, they would talk a little bit, but still, they didn't really, come out and talk like we did. But, there's people like that, shy people, whatever the case may be. What role did you play in your group and why? Well, I'm the guy that debunks some of the stereotypes because I'm a white guy, but graduated from a college. I mean, I graduated from high school. Graduated from high school. I was one of two white graduates. Everyone else was black. So at heart, I fall into a lot of black stereotypes. I do. But yeah. Between that and the class clown or whatever, the comedian, especially during the games, I cracked a lot of jokes, but they were pretty tasteful jokes. No one got mad at me about the jokes. People thought I was pretty funny. I always think I'm funny. My, I make jokes all the time. I'm rarely serious about anything unless it's really important. I'm gonna make a joke about it because what's life without laughing? Um, Why do you think the dialogue is a component of Library 100? I feel that the dialogue is a component of Library 100 because it's talking about all of the vlogs were about serious issues like race, ethnicity, peer pressure, religious stuff, international people, all kind of stuff. It's really important because we're at Clemson. It's a very diversified school, but not only is it important because of the things that they're covering. It's important because it's taking new people who've never met each other, and it's getting them to talk about really sensitive and touchy subjects, together, and being able to do it in a civilized manner because oftentimes not, especially in high school. I saw it a lot, especially being one of the only white guys in the high school. It was, some subjects were extremely touchy subjects. You just couldn't talk about them at all. And I feel when you're going into the quote unquote real world, you know, you gotta leave that behind you. You gotta actually be able to, talk about things that you may not be too comfortable talking about, and you know, I feel that's really important. Do you see dialogue as a useful tool in your university experience? Yeah, I mean, I especially feel this is the most important thing we've done in Library 100. Maybe the only important thing we've really done, but other than the e-portfolio, of course. Yeah, I feel this is very important because it's building up our networking skills. One, and networking is really important in the real world. Um, it's giving us a sense of comfort around a lot of strangers, and it's also giving us insight to some really important things in the world. So yeah, it's definitely important. Is there anything else? No. Well, that was my new student dialogue. Hope you enjoyed.